got the Texas Fan Better Podcast. Jeff Bridge, Fifth Ward Crenshaw. You know the best out there. Keno, Bo Diggity 713. To all my Texans Nation. If you feeling good, I want you to throw them H's up high. Yeah, like that. I see you. Let's swarm. Yeah, Houston, Texas, born and raised. Yeah, that's where I'm from. The best city in the state. Yeah, we stay turned up. There's excitement in the air for the Houston Texans. Yes, we swarming all year, causing havoc, we wrecking. Coming off that edge, we got 5-5-5-1. Thing on the outside, locking down your number one. All about the swarm mentality. And the H standing on business is the way we operate. I rep that 7 like CJ, that 1 like Diggs, that 3 like Dell. H-time we doing it big, you know that 12 out here, and don't you never forget, better pick your poison, cause we got Joe in the midst, we rock that battle red, still blue, Liberty white, H-time blue, drip galore, man, we so fresh, fire like the field, shout out to the whole squad, chasing greatness, eyes on the prize, one goal, it's time to take it, let's get it, throw them H's up, swarm, throw them H's up, now you throw them H's up, swarm, throw them H's up, we throw them H's up, swarm, throw them H's up, let's show love for them Texans, cause them bulls about to perform. Throw them H's up, swarm. Throw them H's up. Now you throw them H's up, swarm. Throw them H's up. We throw them H's up, swarm. Throw them H's up. Let's show love for them Texans, cause them bulls.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Texans Fan Battle Podcast, brought to you by Fan Battle Sports. I'm your host, of course, tonight, Matthew Briggs. As always, I got my team swarm with me. Crenshaw is going to be a little late. You know, he has to make that diva appearance. But with me, as always, I got my man with the vibes. I got Mr. Bo Diggity.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's up? What up? We still in it. We here.
And the guy that I guess nobody hears him out, but they're going to hear him out today. We got Mr. Keno himself.
What's good, everybody? What's good, Texas Nation? I hope everybody feeling good and blessed, man.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, before we kick it off, let's kind of talk about some news. Deontay Johnson got waived from the Texans, and a curveball. I didn't see the Ravens went and picked him back up. Bo, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on this?
Not so much on it. I thought he just like we said on our post game show after the game on Saturday. I thought that he should have played earlier in the game. So seeing him come in late second quarter, I was like, what's going on? So there should have been a red flag there. I should have took that as a red flag there, but I didn't. So, but I thought the routes he did run, when you do see the video, like there's videos out there of him running the routes at the game and he's getting open. I was like, okay, well, he didn't get a lot of chances this game, but I'm pretty sure he'll get chances against the Chiefs. So I was kind of, optimistic and excited to move forward. But then we get the news that he's been waived by the Texans. So I was like, oh, well, that's weird. It's a little awkward. But then we get further news that he was a little pissed off, a little mad, a little, sulking at the locker room and saying he didn't get a lot of chances, a lot of touches, a lot of balls thrown his way. So he got a little upset. And I was like, well, I guess you don't want that on your team. But at the same time, I was hoping that he could still make a difference. Like, granted, receivers are going to be receivers. I mean, we're getting away from the diva receiver in this day and age. It's not as many as it was back in the day. But at the end of the day, if he can still take pressure off Nico Collins, I think you got to roll with the punches. So I really wasn't on board with letting him go or waiving him, because at the end of the day, that receiver room still needs help. Granted, Mechie has some good routes. He caught some good passes. But at the end of the day, it's like, is he gonna be ready for Saturday? Like, is he gonna be ready to make that play when it needs to be made? So I'm interested to see what happens on Saturday. Hopefully they made the right decision. But I think him going back to the Ravens, I feel like that's a little fishy on the Ravens' part. Even though he can't play, he might bring some intel back to the Ravens. So I'm a little iffy on that one.
All right, Keno, let's hear you out. What you got?
Yeah, man. Honestly, that, like Bo said, it to me it was very confusing. And we all saw that little edit of his routes right after the game. And I felt like that was his his guy that he worked out with, receiver coach or whatever the case may be. But he posted, and y'all, after he got cut, in my head, I just thought, I was like, man, was he out there running a route he was supposed to run, or he was just freestyling? I kind of thought about that because it's just weird that we cut him, and it just also weird that he literally said his first little interview with the media that he's team first and he really do anything he willing to play special teams, whatever he needs to do, he team first. And then it's like, yo, you act out after the game after we won big. It's like he should have just had some courage. Like, all right, maybe what I'm saying, I'm gonna get my touch this next game type stuff. Because I'm sure CJ gonna see the film. What I'm saying, after the game and be like, dang, oh, buddy was open. Let me look more his way type stuff. Because at the end of the day, we don't know if he really knew all the plays. You know what I mean? So it's just I don't know. It's an unfortunate situation, and honestly, it's kind of a hair scratcher that the Ravens picked him back up. I don't get it, but to get a little deeper into the Ravens picking him back up, I know both said they said that he can't play no time soon. But I started to think about how serious is Zay Flowers' knee, because it's possible he's going to be out, and the Ravens haven't really said nothing yet about it. So that's one thing I thought about though when they picked him back up.
Yeah, his he's inalienable until after the Super Bowl. So the word is that um they made a claim on him, and if somebody signs him next year, the Ravens get a draft pick out of it, a compensation. So I just think it was kind of let's pick him up. If somebody takes a chance on him, we get something out of it, kind of type of deal. Or they bring him back next year, who knows? But the whole deal with the Texans, I kind of think he was on eggshells, right? Like, the type of person that D'Amico seems like, no bullshit, right? Like, he's like, hey, look, this is your third team. Like, you can't third team in 1 year. Like, your attitude has to change. Like, there's no and if or buts about it. And then if the reports are true that he was throwing fits in the locker room, upset, like, I get it. I get why. But D'Amico's that type of dude. Like, hey, and Nick too. Like, Nick don't care either. So I just think it's a thank you, but no thank you. We rather struggle than have you on the team. Go ahead, Bo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is like I wish he would have looked back at the stats of the other games with the receivers, because no one was killing it in yards. No one's really having crazy
Nico.
catches and everything. Like, you gotta understand where you are. You're at an offense where Nico Collins is going to get the most looks because they're making plays for him to get open. You're going to deal with Mixon because they want to run the ball. You got Schultz, you go into the tight end. Like, you was not here at the beginning of the season. Why would you think you'd be the focal point? Like, you're number one receiver out the gate. Like, I don't. That's what I didn't understand too from his point of view. And it's like, if you don't know the plays, and even the route where Nico scores a touchdown, and you see it kind of like collide almost. I think that was part of it too, because I felt like he didn't know what route to run on that end as well. So it kind of it kind of sucks. Like I said, like, because he has talent. I feel like he does have talent, so he's gonna, if he stays on the team, be productive. And I feel like he still could have helped us. But see, that's what I want to ask you, Matt. How do you feel now going into the Chiefs with the receivers we have now?
I mean, so the whole ordeal with Johnson is CJ's a first read quarterback, right? Like, he's going to read his first read. If it's open, he's going to get rid of it. And so that's why he's not getting rid of the ball. And especially with the offensive line being the way they were this year, he has happy feet. So he's looking to get rid of the ball. So he's not going to look at Johnson's probably what, the third, fourth option. Like, he wasn't, like you said, he wasn't high on the list. So I'm okay with him not being on the team because, like I said, if Nico's there, we good. I don't have faith in Mechie because of the drops, but like you said earlier, Mechie, he makes some catches here and there. Hutch has his stock has gone up. I
Yeah.
would like to see him get some more catches.
Who's
But yeah,
who's
go
the
ahead.
defensive coordinator for the Chiefs?
Uh,
Spagnolia, right?
yeah,
Steve
Spag.
Spagnolia.
Yeah.
This is all I'm saying. When they turn on the film in defensive rooms for the Chiefs, they could have been like, hey, that's Deontay Johnson. He's a Pro Bowler. We have to watch out for him. Now it's like, hey, that's Nico Collins bracking him. Let Mechie go crazy. We're not worried about Mechie, not worried about Hutch, not worried about Woods. I just feel like having him even as a decoy, just someone that you have the game plan for. If you're the Chiefs defense, but now they don't have to worry about that because Mechie doesn't scare anybody. Hutchinson doesn't scare anybody. Woods doesn't scare anybody. So if you bracket Nico Collins the way the Ravens did that one year, who can get the ball and move the ball the way you need it to be? Like unless you just think Joe Mixon had the best run game of his career and just run the Chiefs out of Arrowhead, I would love to see it. I know what I'm saying. I would love to see what they think it is.
Bro, I really think it was the players that came to that. You know what I'm saying? Like the players is just like, yeah, going to just let them go because they tried to talk to him, Mixon and Aziz, which is
I
our
was
two
about to say,
captains, and
Mexi
they
was
wasn't.
upset about it.
Yeah, they didn't dig it, so you know what I'm saying. So they locked in, bro. And to be totally honest, for them to do that, it's kind of like you know what I'm saying. Hats off to them, bro, because they know that one bad apple can spoil everything, bro. So if you 18 first, like how you said you was, yeah, bro, just going, you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. Like we trying to accomplish something. If we can't accomplish something with a guy being selfish, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a team sport. It's not a one guy show, and it's just weird to me that he really act like that. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's
It's
wild.
very
Yeah,
weird
that's
to me.
wild. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got some of the other crew with us. We got Mr. Honcho and Patterful. I'll start with you, Honcho. What's your thoughts on this whole Johnson situation?
Bro, I'm having some mixed feelings about it, man. I mean, I honestly I haven't seen a lot of Texans going back and forth with each other, man. Some things we should let them go. Some things we should have kept them. Me, honestly, man, like Keno said, bro, that one bad apple, man. And like I told my boy earlier, I don't know how long it probably took D'Amico to finally get his locker room right, and for that dude to come in there, basically try to throw his weight around and in just 2 weeks, bro. I respect the decision what they did, bro, but at the same time, man, the other mixed feelings is hell. The guy can get open, and I feel like he wasn't getting enough targets. I kind of, think we could have maybe had a conversation with him, tell him, hey, we got to slow down. This is what we're trying to do. You go get your reps and shit like that. But fortunately, it didn't go that way, man. But like I said earlier, bro, I mean, we won a division. We won a game last week, basically without his help, bro. So what are we really missing out on?
Yeah, that's true. I understand that, but my thing is, even if you have him still on a team, like just like go out there, run routes, and then like Matt said, CJ said himself, when he goes back and look at film, he sees what he misses. So maybe he gets the target this week, maybe he gets it. And my thing is, if you really believe you have a strong locker room, you gotta just believe in your team, believe in your captains, and then eventually maybe he'll get in line. But if you think that one person can destroy your locker room ain't tight as you think it is, in my opinion. Because the way I'm looking at it, talent is talent,
right?
And now you finna go against the two-time back-to-back Super Bowl champions. That matters.
Yeah. Well, plus I think Kendall's right too, because that's what the reports are saying is that Aziz and Mixon are the ones who said, "Hey, look, he has to go." So if that's the case, then so be it. But I get what you're saying. Powerful. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what Honcho was saying. I kind of feel like, initially, I feel like it was the wrong place at the wrong time for him to act out like that. If we was in the middle of a celebration, from what they saying, the cigars was out, all the guys were hyped up after the win. It was just a good vibe in the locker room. But granted, I did see some footage, bro, and some film that showed that this guy like Deontay was open a few times.
He was
And I
rounding
spoke
up.
on, yeah, bro. I spoke on it on with the game against the Titans. He is one of the he's a good route runner. He got some good feet on him, bro. He's quick off his feet. He know how to get open. So I could understand his frustration, and I do think that probably in this game against Kansas City is when we would start seeing more Deontay Johnson. I think this would have been the game where they were going to try to utilize him, push him in the offense, get him some shit going, but he couldn't be patient. So if the leaders of the locker room say it was time for him to go, then I'm cool with it. But I do think it's going to take effect because I don't have no trust in Mitchie.
Yeah,
I
and I agree with that too. But my thing is, you knew who he was when you signed him.
Mm.
You knew you heard the stories. Granted, you say, "Hey, clean slate." I understand. We'll give him a chance, but you knew who he was when you signed him, and you knew what you had. You knew what you didn't have in the receiver room. That's why you went and signed him. So in my mind, that's Bobby Slow. That's Bobby Slow's job to say, "Hey, let's get this guy involved." That's whoever the eye in the sky is, whoever you got out there in offense, watching the press, looking in the field like, "Hey, Deontay is open." That's my problem with this offense. They don't communicate. They don't adjust. So I feel like if you want it, why bring him if you're gonna throw him one ball? Why bring him if you're gonna throw him one pass? Why?
no, I
My
I
thing is, I
get
feel like
it.
they did I don't want to say the Texans. I'm not blaming the Texans all the way, but I feel like you have to understand what you signed up for.
No, I completely agree with you. Uh, but also, what he has to take the factors too. That was his first game with CJ Stroud, like first old game with CJ Stroud. He don't know him from Adam and Eve other than practice, right?
Right.
So like you have to build that chemistry. You have to build that trust. And regardless if Mechie does drop the ball and fumble it, he still has that trust in Mechie. He doesn't have it with Dante. And like I said, Stroud's a one read quarterback. He looks for that first read. If it's not there, then he'll go on. So he just has to be patient. And y'all right, he was open a lot of games too. But if you look, most of those routes he was open, so was Nico, and that's who caught the ball and made some big plays on it. So like it's a pick your poison. Like do I get my first read or do I keep looking and find a bigger man open? Well, with the offensive line the way it is, you gotta get rid of the ball as fast as you can. So he's gonna hit that first option. So that's just a bad thing. Like, would I want the experiment to work? Absolutely, but I guess they weren't playing with it. I don't know. Anything to add, anybody?
No, I'm good. I just want Mechie and Woods and them boys Hutchinson step up, man. If they really got faith in y'all boys, and I believe that they can make plays themselves. And sometimes they don't get chances, because like you said, Nico's open. It's a one read offense. Sometimes it's like, hey, we're scheming to get Nico open, so the ball's going to Nico. So y'all run y'all little routes, your little digs, your little comebacks. But if Nico 12 is open, it's going to 12. So
Right.
hopefully, if they do bracket Nico and they double team him, I don't know what Spag is going to do this weekend. If they double team him and try to take him out the game, I need y'all to step up. Someone got to step up.
Yeah, and it's gonna hurt a lot too with K Stover being out. I think that's a
Exactly.
underrated, missing piece that we're gonna need because I think with Dalton Schultz in situations like this, well, when he was doing something, this would be a point where he should be able to step up. Tight ends, two tight ends said, but I mean, I don't with Dalton Schultz, you never know what you're gonna get. Cause that's who I would bank on to step up for the game
Yep.
Saturday. But
Yep.
I don't know, man.
He's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. One day he's great, one day he's
Tell me
not
about
even
it. Yep.
day. One
And
play. One
also,
play he's good and the next play is bad.
Yep.
and also, I'm not saying like this probably make a big deal, but Deontay Johnson's played in the cold before. Like he's played outside before. He know deal. He's been in Pittsburgh. He played in that kind of weather. Mechie, Alabama inside, been in Texas inside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you have to have some kind of experience to deal with certain situations like in Kansas City. So hopefully it's not crazy cold. That's why I'm low-key glad it's like a 3:00 game, but hopefully it's not crazy.
Yeah. Well, more news coming in. Zach Mason and Jude Scruggs both back in practice. Honcho, I'll start with you. Are you scared Mason coming back into the lineup?
Absolutely, man. Man, ever since week 8, man, I feel like Mason haven't been on this shit, man. He did an awesome job for us last year, man. I feel like Nick kind of was putting it was that line was looking like he was really putting that shit together, man. And I don't know, out of all the guys on that offensive line, man, I had a probably my most faith in probably Mason, man, and he's been a big disappointment. I feel like right now, man, we got a fairly decent thing going on, man. So, and to insert him right now, man, I feel like that would be a bad time. And I don't know, man. I'm just not for it right now, man. I think Mason should maybe take him another game off, and we see how he do next game if we, if we advance. But starting Mason, man, even when he was out there, he missed a lot of blocks and uh, didn't pick up a bunch of reads and stunts and shit like that, man. It's like a whole reset right now. I wouldn't trust putting him out there right now.
I agree. I think go over there to scout team, brother. Go go over there to scout team and go show the defense a look, give him a good look. But what they asked Shaq to do in this offense where he's pulling in pass blocking, he's not built for it no more. I don't know if he got slow feet, he got clumsy feet, but he's not built in that role what they need him to do. Now, sometimes he run blocks good, but to pass block to come off injury and deal with Chris Jones out the gate, because they're going to line Chris Jones over him. He coming off injury, so I don't think it's necessary. I think you stay what you had against the Chargers, and you keep that momentum going. Now, if it gets to the point to where who's the right guard, Scruggs the right guard, right? He's been the right guard last week. Wasn't he? Drew Scruggs.
He's been hurt too. They've been getting not Kendrick Green out there.
Yeah, it was Kendrick Young Green.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whoever was out there, keep them in that same thing. Now, once he started getting dropped and it started looking like tough for him, then I guess you throw in Shaq to see what happens. But from this point on, keep it consistent.
So, Patterpool, like Bo said, you're gonna have Chris Jones lined up. Does that worry you a little bit with Mason?
Yeah, it really does. I'm gonna be honest. Shaq Mason is damn near washed up. He only wanted he's on his last run is what I feel. And that's cool. We need to start rebuilding and start making making some changes in our offensive line anyway.
We need
But
some white boys.
yeah.
We need some big corn-fed white boys.
We do. We need to go down to Alabama somewhere and get one of them. You know what I'm saying? Go down to Mississippi, get one of them cornfed white boys on that line.
In Wisconsin,
Yeah, we need one of them, man. But now, when I saw Shaq Mason was, he was coming back, like Huncho said, I was like, nah, I'm not with it. I don't want to disrupt nothing. The offensive line been playing kind of decent. Leave it how it is, man. You gotta go.
Kendall, what's your thoughts on it? I know you've been a Mason hater with me.
Yeah, man. You know how I feel about Mason, bro. Honestly, keep that man on the bench. Like Bo said, scout team. You know what I'm saying? Go do some scout team or whatever the case may be. I think we need to keep Juice out there because he did pretty good last game. So hopefully he can continue to do good. But yeah, man, Mason now, bro. It's gonna make me mad when I see Chris Jones just run this man straight back to CJ, and I'm gonna lose it. Like I'm really gonna lose it. I ain't gonna have no type of patience with that. So, yeah, just keep juicing it, and yeah, man. Hopefully the O line continue to go up, man, because they did pretty good last game, and that's a good front seven with the Chargers. So definitely looks like this is the line. And shout out to Blake Fisher, man, because that young man is I see why Nick picked him, and that dude is special, and I can tell he's gonna be special in this league.
I wish he would stand up in the film room and say, "Hey guys, this is how you protect the stunt," because it seems like he's the only man on the offense line that can prevent a stunt. Like
His head be up, everybody else head be down. His head only want to be up, looking for the game.
On the swivel, yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I agree with you. Blake Fisher's been a big addition for this offensive line. Now y'all probably gonna say I'm crazy, but I wouldn't mind seeing Mason out there on put him at tight end. I know the play. It's gonna be a run. Yeah, it's gonna be a run. Yeah, everybody's gonna know it's gonna run, but it's the extra body. I don't trust Dalton Schultz. In the blocking. So I trust going to a P Diddy party more than I trust Dalton Schultz blocking. So like it's gone. So I wouldn't mind having him in there like a tight end set, maybe fullback, kind of like we said with Kenyon Green. But I don't know, like Pettiful says with Case Stover being out, it's gonna hurt you, especially with the type of schemes you want to run, the formations you want to run. So he has to get in his bag. You got something to say, Pat?
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. With Case over that, with him being out, bro. Because the last game, I always feel like to me, especially with Brevin Jordan being out, we should have started making, Bobby should have started putting in some more formations for Cade, and getting him going more because he got it. But nah, I really don't have no kind of trust in Dalton. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
All right, folks. Well, let's get into this game. It's already starting, right? Stephen A. Smith, Texans got no chance in hell. Zero. They're going back to the AFC Championship. And then you got Nick Wrong saying, oh, it's the last practice for the Chiefs before they make their run to the Super Bowl. Like, when will these people learn not to sleep on the Texans? When will they finally find out that that's fuel? I mean, it's a good thing, right? Bo, talk to me. What's your thoughts on all this nonsense?
No, I'm just just keep down them. Just like once Rex said what he said, it put it. You can tell it lit a fire in them. Even D'Amico had something to say, so I don't mind it. I wish every sports media out there say the Texans ain't got no chance. I want them to make as many jokes as possible, embarrass them on air if you got to. Just keep them focused, keep them upset, keep them pissed off, because apparently they need a fire underneath them. So I Stephen A, thank you.
Right. Nick, right? Thank you. Appreciate it. Keep it going. Keno, so what do we need to do when it comes to this defense to do what we did last Saturday, this Saturday? You there, Keno? Well, I'll send it to Huncho since Keno's not
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
go ahead.
So, so you said, what do we need to do to what?
On the defense to do what we did last Saturday, this Saturday.
Man, it's simple, man. Swarm, like literally, don't hold nothing back. We all knew that this D line is honestly elite. Now I know Tim Settle said this before we played the Chiefs, and they didn't play too well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they played decent. They got some plays. You know what I'm saying? They made some plays, but at the same time, I feel like they could have did better. But yeah, D line got to go crazy, man, and DBs lock up. You know what I'm saying? Sting continue to grow and do what he doing. Like I don't know who I want him to take out. I probably would say Worthy, but then again, Brown. I don't know. At the end of the day, I trust Kamari. So honestly, I'm not really worried about the receivers going off. At the end of the day, their game plan is going to be quick plays, quick plays. Mahomes to get the ball out quick. So we got to shut that down. And hopefully we do. I saw that versus the Chargers, they did that pretty much. You know what I'm saying? D'Amico switched it up and he had them come up. And when Herbert was throwing them a little short, throws, he was kind of messing up. And he that's how he threw the pick to Murray. He threw the pick to even though the pick to Stingley, the first one to Stingley was really on the tight end, but it is what it is. Sting was in the right place at the right time. And but yeah, at the end of the day, I trust our defense, man. I think our defense is gonna do what they need to do. We just need our offense to press on that gas and don't let up. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, late, but hey, he's here making the entrance. We got our boy, Mr. Crenshaw. Crenshaw, talk to us. How are we going to take Pat Mahomes' legs out from hurting us?
All right, what's up? I'm on that CP time, but I think the best thing going for us right now that they haven't played since Christmas. and hopefully the rust in the first half will show, kind of like what it did in 2019 when we played them. They was rusty, but this time if we get up, don't them motherfucker come back. So hopefully Russ plays in a big favor for us. And like Kenneth said, we got to swarm. We got to swarm. We got to swarm. Control the clock. Back in the day, I would say keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, but that shit don't much matter no more. I mean, he could go out there 2 plays, they score a touchdown. So I just say keep hitting him in the mouth, like, cause he don't like to get hit. He gonna start telling the ref, "They hitting me, they're hitting me." You know how bitch made he is or whatever. So we're gonna go out there. We got to beat 13 people, 11 on the field, the crowd, and the refs. So everybody's against us right now, but we got to go out there and show what we made of, man. We 0-5 in the division round. Let's finally go out there and make it 1-5. You understand what I'm saying? Or is it 1-6? Or is it 1-6? I don't know. My mouth fucked up right now. But still,
Nope.
let's go out there and do something. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, all my boys say y'all hoes gonna lose. I don't know why y'all playing. Blah 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 blah. I'm ready to talk some shit. I'm ready for somebody to come to my house and say, man, fuck you, Crenshaw. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to talk some shit, man. So let's go out there and get this shit done.
Yeah, man. How you think I feel living in Chiefs country? Like I'm ready for the Texans to say, all right, fuck you guys. All right, well, let's move on to the offensive side of the ball. Huncho, what does Bobby Sugg have to do to get this defense off of their heels? Because they got a pretty good front seven as well, like we do. So what does Bobby have to do to get this game sewn up?
Man, I'm looking for Bobby to be creative, man. We seen our boy CJ take off for a couple of nice games last game, man. He actually finally used his legs, man. And I mean, even in his interview, he kind of acknowledged, that interception that he threw. Everybody was accounted for in the defense and the offense, but nobody accounted for him, but he still threw it. So, I mean, it's just him, getting out there learning again, man, and using them damn legs. Bobby got to pound that ball to Mixon again, man. I feel like we keep pounding that ball to Mixon. I feel like last time we played him in Week 16, man, we were still in the game when Tank got injured. The team do a lot of just coming back to smash mouth football, bro. We got to feed Nico a little more, and hopefully, we can rely on Hudson and Mechie. I mean, with the release of Johnson, man, I always said, man, if we ever release a guy, I would like a guy equal value or even greater. So I don't think it will get either of that out of this game, man. But like I said, man, we just got to go back to smash mouth football, man. He gotta be creative this time, man. We got to get these teams some shit they ain't never seen before, bro. Get CJ out there, use his legs a little more.
Absolutely. All right, Pat. So how does CJ continue his growth in the playoffs and take us to somewhere we've never been?
CJ got to stay patient. I don't want CJ to get rattled up, in the playoff atmosphere in Kansas City. Uh, CJ, his rookie season, he had this eye to where he was confident in his receivers. You could tell that, and I understand because our offensive line been banged up and been playing like shit, majority of the season. But I just want him to get his confidence back and stay patient. If he can get his confidence back, look, I think CJ could be one of the ones. He could be a top 5. You know what I'm saying? Possibly top 3. Who knows? But I just want for him to get his confidence back and just stay patient in the pocket. Don't get the happy feet and make throw those, get those little simple mistakes. So that's what I want to see. If he could do that, then I think we could go for.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we talked about CJ with you, Pat, because you made a Twitter post today and got me thinking. The post was, "Who is the best quarterback in Texans history?" It had Matt Schaub, Tyrod Taylor. I don't know why that man was on there.
Salute, Tyrod.
Tyrod Taylor, Deshaun Watson, CJ Stroud.
All
And
right.
like Chris always says, how are you going to talk history when we have no history?
No.
But I get why everybody is picking CJ Stroud because he's the hot hand. But man, how y'all gonna disrespect Matt Schaub like that? Like that's crazy. Like already out the gate, you better than Matt Schaub. Like, bro,
Bro, and it wasn't even close. The voting results were so crazy. it was hilarious though, just
Give
to
him like
think that
80%. CJ
yeah, just to
Stroud,
think, bro, like CJ is only in his second year and people feel like he's the best quarterback in our history. But like Crenshaw said, we have no history really to hang on whatsoever. So, our list really isn't that long. But nah, I'm a wait and see on that. I'm a wait and see.
That's
But
how
in
I
the
feel. Like
I'm a wait and see.
he's on. He's on.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something crazy about your list, bro. If you'd have
What's up?
did that list when Watson was here, everybody would have said Watson.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it just, I put it like this: CJ wins Saturday, it's CJ hands down,
Hands down.
I mean,
hands
he
down.
made an argument last year, so
I mean, but
it
one
was
year,
his
bro,
rookie year, 1 year, but he made an argument. Rookie
it's no
year,
argument,
went to
bro.
the playoffs.
One,
Won
one,
the,
one year,
when
bro.
he literally tied with Deshaun winning the playoff game in year one. So I mean, I don't know, bro. Then the team was trash. Nobody saw us winning 10 games last year. So I don't know. He made an argument last year. I'm not gonna say he is yet, but hey, we
I
go to
mean,
KC and BKC, like you said, it's no debate.
Yeah.
but you can
Honestly.
say Matt Shaw make an argument because Matt Shaw came to this team who was 2-14 and look what he did for us.
Yeah. But I
You know
mean,
what
I
I'm
guess
saying?
And he
people
also
hate
led.
how things ended with Matt Shaw, bro. And
He
then
also
also
led.
it's the
Look,
hate.
hey,
It's
hold
the
on,
hate because we wanted Manning, but the Texans said we got Matt Shaw. So, I think
hold
that's
on.
what it is. I think that's what it is. He
I
still
get
got
what
love for you back though. He still got
I,
love.
I get what you're saying about the way it ended with Matt Schaub, but I'd rather have the way it ended with Matt Schaub than the way it ended with Deshaun Watson. All right,
No, I
I'll
agree.
take Matt Schaub over Deshaun Watson any day of the week. Like I don't need that kind of energy on my team. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, for sure.
but the only thing, like the only thing Matt Schaub and Deshaun Watson has over CJ, that's why if he does not win Saturday, we gotta have to wait and see. Is they were passing leaders in the NFL. They both led the NFL in passing.
We can't get Deshaun
So,
that, man. We not giving Deshaun that. We
okay,
went
then you
forward
gotta give it to
to
Matt.
it.
Like you gotta give the Schaub, right? Like I mean,
Yeah, for sure, sure. But we went forward to it, but Deshaun did that. I'm sorry. And
but
then a lot of them was garbage time.
and
A
Matt
lot of them
Schaub didn't have a
was.
run game. How long was Matt Schaub here before we got Arian Foster? Like 4 or 5 years, right? So I mean, the boy, all he had was Andre Johnson. So I mean, you got to salute.
Yeah,
Matt.
no, for sure. We're gonna salute Matt Schaub. It's just a little hate and love relationship because we needed him. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't there, so
Yeah,
he
and
got
then
injured, and you know what I'm saying. It just sucks because we really felt like that year was our year. I think that was 2012. But yeah, man, that's all it is.
And I think
and,
we
and then like,
we
go ahead.
yet to take full potential also, bro.
Oh, right, yeah, CJ Stroud, absolutely. That's why he's on the path of being the greatest, right? But like, it's like I agree. If he wins Saturday, if he takes us to somewhere we never been, then absolutely he is the best quarterback. But
I even go as far as this. If CJ lose Saturday and we go back to the playoffs again next year, I say yeah. 3 years in a row, yeah, hands
And,
down.
and, I agree with our boy Big Roy. He CJ does have more playoffs wins than any starting QB. But
Yep.
like Crenshaw says, bro, hold on. We have no history. Like
It's
you can't
Nah,
it's
you
not that many.
can't
It's not that
nah.
many. I mean, it's not that many. But all right, I got a question. This for Bo right here. Bo, what the hell is CJ's record outside in cold weather? Because that's my biggest concern this weekend.
Like you talking about in season and playoffs?
I want to go college and in the
Oh,
season, bro. Because
that's a good
if
Good
this
question.
boy
question.
can't play
Good question.
outside in the cold,
But it's
we have
cold in
no shot.
Ohio State.
All
But
right, yeah.
it's cold in Ohio State, but they didn't really play in December though. Because that was the bowl time, and they was
yeah,
resting.
when they did, they were playing in stadiums closed
Yeah, and
in.
then I know he played Michigan, got his ass whooped against Michigan. I know that. And I think Northwestern, he got his ass whooped against Northwestern. But who else did he play where the weather was cold? Because I need to see his cold games, bro.
I don't know. That's a hard. question because the young fella was in Ohio State. So I mean, at the end of the day, it ain't gonna be freezing. Like, yes, it's gonna be like 30 20, 21 to 30 degrees,
Shit,
but
how long,
it's
Mac?
gonna be
You can
some
tell us, Mac, what
sun.
the weather gonna be.
At 3:30, the temperature is going to be 23 degrees.
See?
Any snow?
Seven
Nah,
7% chance.
Okay,
that's very
7% in
low.
Kansas
Yeah,
City. Is that real snow or not real snow?
Oh, hold on though. Kansas City is like a female. One day it be okay, and the next day it can be straight storming. So
it may be some flurries. There probably won't be no storm. I can really find none on his cold weather games. I just think, as far as the NFL, I do know he went to Baltimore last year, and I don't know if we can blame him for that, but it is what it is. I mean, he only had Nico Collins.
and then he went to New York. It was pretty cold that day too when he got that concussion. Wet and
So I mean, and that was rain. That was rain, and he didn't have his receivers that game. So it's like, I don't know, man. My concern is more so the other receivers other than Nico Collins. That's my concern.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I, I,
then Kansas City win the Super Bowl last year with no receiver that you want on the Texans right now.
Well, I would have took Juju.
You
I
would
would
take
have.
I
Juju?
didn't have
I would have took Juju Smith
they didn't
Schuster.
have Juju.
Okay, all right.
You know.
Is
They didn't
all
have
right,
Juju last year though.
all right. Is Juju better than Nico Collins?
No, but I mean, I never said he would be number one. I just said I would take
You'll
Juju. You
take
know
him.
what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. All right, cool. All right. I mean,
But I mean, his
you
number
gotta do
one isn't
something to
a
make it happen.
receiver. His number one is a tight end. It
So,
is what it is.
yeah.
all right. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we talk about predictions and hot takes?
Yeah, man. I don't know if y'all covered this right here. Okay, did y'all cover who the hell gonna guard Travis Kelsey? I know he ain't had a good season, but it's still playoff Kelsey.
Man,
Eric
give it to
Murray.
the great man, Eric Murray, man. Go
By
ahead and
himself,
let Eric. Go ahead
Hey,
and let
not
Eric
just
Murray. I mean,
yet
he got a
though.
pick six this past weekend. He on
especially in
fire.
especially in the red zone. Travis Kelsey a beast in the red zone.
I think it's gonna be Christian Harris, to be totally honest.
I
And
don't
do
know.
not
I don't
I
know.
think I think
It's
it's
gonna
gonna be
be
Christian
Aziz. He's
Harris.
gonna put Christian Harris to spot Mahomes. Mahomes, not saying spy, but
That's what
he's gonna have Harris in that free range linebacker position where in case he does run out, he can take care of him. But I think he's gonna have Aziz on Kelsey.
I
what
don't
about
All
you,
know.
right.
Uncle?
To be
What
totally
about
honest with y'all, I think Aziz will spy and Christian will guard Kelsey. Because Aziz can
Christian's too
spot.
fast.
And he in
Christian's
the
too
middle
fast.
of the field. I understand
I see what you're
Christian
saying.
Harris
Yeah,
fast,
yeah.
but Mahomes not fast. He just sneaky. So I think Aziz will be the best guy to spy on him. And then you have and it just all depends on what we in.
Yeah,
Hopefully we play a lot of men, so
I
you
agree.
can literally
Yeah,
have it in that
facts.
I
type of
agree.
in that situation. You want Eric Murray's in the flats. Now, if Eric Murray do guard him, cool. You know what I'm saying? At the end
But
of the day,
this,
a lot of the times Travis Kelsey do them little short routes.
yeah,
Like
and,
they
and,
should
and that's why I
get
just finished
short
that.
routes for him.
This is going to be on Toa, Christian Harris, and Aziz. Can y'all get enough depth and find the gaps and make sure you keep the gaps contained to whereas because all Kelsey wants to do is run up 10 yards, turn around, find a soft zone, and sit there. So you have to understand to find him and know where he's at to where okay, I got eyes in the back of my head. I'm using my peripherals. I'm looking around. Okay, I gotta stop him from either making a play or turning up the field to get yards to kill you because Mahomes doesn't want to throw Kelsey a 60-yard bomb. He's going to throw a little 5 outs, a little 5
Right.
comeback, and he's going to turn it to 15, 20 yards because he's going to run the field. So hopefully they can keep him contained in that aspect.
I
or
think
or
I
that little dagger right up the middle that he always breaks for a big one.
Mhm.
yeah, that was the game we didn't actually have Funakowski and Aziz, man. I think those two guys are gonna be the difference makers this Saturday, man. I honestly do. I mean, when a lot of Chiefs plays week 16, they were broken plays. Even on that 20-yard run that he took off on, we didn't close the B gap. We got Big Fonakowski. They gave those guys hell on that line last week, bro. Especially with bringing Fonakowski and Aziz back, man. That's what gives me the most confidence in his defense. If we can go out there and CJ can play just a little bit better than what he did last week, and that defense can possibly play the same, man, I see us pulling this shit out, bro.
Well, the thing really we don't have to beat Kelsey is the wheel route. Like week 16, that Kareem Hunt's what killed us in the passing game. That wheel route ate us up, and it wasn't for like 4 yards here, 5 yards. It was like 10, 11, 16, and then that big one there in the fourth quarter that pretty much sealed the game for what, like 26 yards. So,
That's stuff
but
all year. Get on there.
yeah, I think you're right, Hunter. I think Aziz coming back stops that, right? Like having somebody to call that out, having a true mic. I know there's people like Keno and Crenshaw's boy Kilo saying Aziz is a terrible linebacker, but he's those type of people who can call that type of crap out. He helped with the pick. He's the one who switched it up with Eric Murray taking it to the house. He called it.
Right.
So that's just something that we need in this game. Definitely with Kelsey and Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, we definitely got we can't sleep on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Travis haven't had a good year, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure D'Amico and this defense is dialed in, man. Because at the end of the day, Patrick,
Well,
I just feel like everything he does has to be quick. He can't be back there chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna work. If he doing that, bro, we really gonna have our way on defense. But he gonna have to get rid of the ball. So the real routes, I it's something we do need to like lock in on, but I'm not too much worried about them deep routes. And I don't know, like my faith in Stingley just went skyrocket, bro.
yeah.
Like he's been so consistent this year. Like yes, he give up a catch here and there, but it's mainly when it's his zone coverage. When it's man coverage, this man even his zone a lot of times, like he be locking stuff up. And I did not understand why Herbert kept trying him. But hopefully Mahomes try him and he, you know what I'm saying, come up with the ball because we definitely gonna need Steen to show up and do his thing. Kamari, Eric Murray, everybody. You know what I'm saying? That whole secondary got to do their thing because we cannot get chewed up with the passing game from KC.
Well, and maybe Bo can help me with this because he's the stat guy. But tell me, be honest, like have we seen a tight end actually kill us since D'Amico took over? Like I don't think I've ever seen a tight end have a big game against the Texans since
I
D'Amico.
think Smith did from the Dolphins, but it wasn't that big. But
It
he
was
made a
likely
lot of
last year.
plays.
Like, well, yeah, I guess
It was
like,
likely.
yeah, I forgot about that. I try to get that game out of my mind. It's so heartbreaking. So, all right, fellas. Anything else before we go to predictions and hot takes?
I just need every defensive lineman and offensive lineman to wear red gloves on Saturday.
Red gloves,
No,
absolutely.
all white. Put on red gloves.
Yes, sir. Any questions? Anything? No.
Man, I would say this. Do y'all think Robert Woods is gonna step up, man? Like, because I feel like he's gonna have to be a safety blanket. And one thing I would say with Robert Woods, sir, when you catch the ball, just fall. I don't care if you got some room to run, as long as you got the first down, drop. Because we don't need him fumbling either. Unfortunately, him and Mitchie, you know what I'm saying, fumbled these past 2 weeks. And it's just like, yo, y'all got to secure the ball, keep make sure. Like Nico, even like when Nico start running and he see guys coming, he do this. Like I don't get what's so hard about guys putting both hands on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't get stripped. But what's his name? Robert Woods really got to step up. I'm gonna need him to tap back a little bit into his prime, a little bit, just a tad bit, because he gonna have to make some plays. I'm not too Hutch. Like Hutch is cool, but at the same time, I feel like Hutch was just wide open on that big play. Don't get me wrong, it was a big play. It was huge for us, but I don't think I'm putting a lot of faith in Hutch. I think Robert Woods going to have to step up, and really Mechie and Robert Woods really going to have to step up and do big things for us because, of course, everybody know they're about to double, maybe triple team Nico Collins.
Well, see, that's what the Chargers was doing. If everybody noticed, they had 3 safeties back there.
They did.
They said you're
I
not going to get this big play, Nico Collins. You can do whatever you want to do. You can dig and dunk down the field, but what you're not going to do is you're not going to coach us. You're not going to give us no big deep down the play. We're not having that. So I'm here's 3 safeties. Figure it out, and that's why the middle was open.
Yeah, I was about to say those ends and those daggers was what's killing them, especially with those Nico Collins plays. Like, yeah, I'm okay with it.
And that's why CJ had room
Bobby
to run.
stepped up, bro.
What's that, Christoph?
That's why CJ had room to run because of
Exactly.
the coverage they was playing. So that's something that CJ got to do this week as well because they definitely going to. I mean, do they got the double? I mean, do you think Trent McDuffie could handle Nico Collins by himself?
He can't handle him by himself. No way. No way.
Please do that.
No way.
City, please.
No way.
Please do that. We will
No,
love
they'll have
y'all
a
to do
safety
that.
on top. With
Okay, so they're gonna have what? Reed and McDuffie.
Yep.
Okay.
They probably have it like they did, like the Chargers did, and had that double safety over the top, so there's no big plays like Bo just said.
I'm telling you, they're going
I
to
don't think
bracket
they're
him.
gonna do that. I don't.
They're going to bracket him. They're going to have Revo at the top. They're going to have McDuffie underneath. They're going to have like the linebacker kind of holding that triangle type defense on him. Like they're going to bracket Nico Collins for the most part. So wherever he run, it's going to be at least three people around him.
Because Reed was talking crap. He said CJ gonna throw him a pick Saturday. So I was like, wow, come on now, Reed. We gotta see what's up on that.
I love when all these people talk. Keep it up.
Nah, for real. To be totally honest, Justin he just fortunate to be on a great team and to have Patrick Mahomes on the opposite side of on the offense.
Everybody beat their chest when they go to Kansas City. It is what it is.
Like, bro, like he be talking mad trash like he really like that. I'm sorry. Justin Reed is an average safety. I don't care what nobody says. He's an average safety.
Yeah, he'll have a good play maybe 3 or 4 times a season. That's about it.
I got a question before we get out of here, bro.
Go ahead.
So I was telling my boy the other day, man, watching that game just Saturday, man. What's the chances of us giving Mahomes one of those Jared Goff, Jared Goff and what's that other guy named? What's the chance?
Herbert?
Huh?
Herbert? Justin Herbert? Or are you talking about somebody else?
Giving Mahomes one of them games, man, because one thing that stood out to me Saturday, and like I was telling him, man, Harris was out there. I didn't even know Harris was out there. He didn't do too much. Hunter was out there, man, but those guys didn't make a big impact last play. But we had guys like Murray that stepped up, Stingley to do his damn thing, and then we had Lassiter doing this thing over there. What's the chance of those guys hitting full potential Saturday and turning one of them games to one of them Jared Goff games or them Josh Allen games Saturday, man? Like, have we really even hit the full potential of this defense?
I think it's a high chance, really.
Yeah.
Because I think one thing that's on our side is the long break that Kansas City didn't have. I think with our guys, they being out there, all the back-to-back weeks we had, of course, we had to come in the wild card game. I really truly think that this is a game that that Patrick Mahomes could go out there and throw 2+ maybe or at least 2 interceptions. I wouldn't trip out if it happened. Because we just got a young, hungry defense, and they want it. They want it. So I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's a high chance it can happen.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the offense, you can't start flat though. You cannot be flat. Do not come on in the first quarter looking flat, hoping that the defense is gonna bail you out. You have to go and do your part early in the game because if you let the Chiefs go 14 points on you, if you put your defense in bad positions, it's gonna be hard to come back against that defense. That defense, Chiefs defense, when they have a lead, it's hard to score on. They're going to make sure they drop everybody back in coverage. They're going to just throw everything at you for as like stunts and games, and the defensive line start turning up. So you can't start flat. You have to at least go point for point or score and hope your defense stop Pat Mahomes.
Well, the good thing too is we got great ends, right? Like Hunter and Anderson. Their tackles aren't very good. Like Juwan James, I don't know how he's still in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
they do a good job at chipping though and double teaming, man. They do a good job at scheming wherever the pressure's coming from. They know how to slide over. You know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to get to Pat Mahomes, and when you do get to him, the ball is out of his hands. So the niggas gonna have to find a way to scheme to get there, so that way, even though you sign a protection or picking up, you can put pressure on the homes, make a mistake, and that's when your DBs, Lassiter or Stingley, makes a big play for you.
I think the biggest deal with Pat is his feet. Like we got to stop his feet. If we can stop his feet, because that's what burnt us last game was his damn feet, man. He ran
Yep.
into that touchdown. If we can stop that, we'd be great. So, all right, fellas. Well, let's get to predictions and hot takes. I'll start with you, Bo. You're off the gate.
All right, man. Let's
What's
go.
your hot
Let's go. In the season, I had us beating the Chiefs in the season. I had that one of the games we were supposed to win. Granted, Tank Dell went out. Offense started a little flat, but I'm going back to the Texans winning this game in Arrowhead. I got the Texans. God, it might be real close. I got the Texans 23, Chiefs 20. It'll be a close game, but I got the Texans winning. And for my hot take, oh man. I usually go pick six. I'm not gonna go pick six. I'm gonna say this time we get the fumble recovery for a touchdown. That's my hot take. Because last time they stole it from his last game. That was a fumble, Chiefs, and Toro that's gonna be a touchdown. So we'll get our strip sack fumble for a touchdown this game.
All right, Keno. What about you, brother? What's your prediction? What's your hot take?
My prediction is I'm gonna go Texans 27, Chiefs 17. And on hot take, I'm gonna go missing 150 plus rushing.
Ooh, okay. All right, Pat. What about you? What's your score predictions and your hot take?
All right, I got the Texans 24-23. I think, and my hot take, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with this. I think that Patrick Mahomes would throw at least 2 interceptions. I'm gonna stick with that. That's my good feeling. I feel like this break, and I know it's Patrick Mahomes. I know I don't want to get bashed. I know he the GOAT and this and that, but it's just something about this year and this defense, man. I got a lot of confidence in. So 24-23 Houston, Patrick Mahomes, at least 2 interceptions.
All right, Mr. Crenshaw, speak to us, buddy.
Well, if Pat's throw 2 interceptions, I think I don't know if I think he got like 1 and something in his career, or some shit like that, or 0 wins or something. I don't know. But my score 27-26, Fairburn game winning field goal, just so we can mess with Keno.
Love it. Love it. All right, what's your hot take? Your hot take is
That's my hot take. My hot take, Fairburn, game winning field goal.
it.
Game winning field goal. 27-26. We go to AFC Championship, and I might shed a tear.
I'm definitely shedding a tear. There ain't no might about it. I am shedding a tear. All right, Honcho. What's your predictions and hot take, brother?
Man, I think it's gonna be a defensive game, man. I'm gonna go with Houston, 20-17, man. And my hot take, I got John Mechie going for 80 yards.
Oh, okay. All right. I know all my my wife's family and all my friends up here in Kansas City watching this. They're about to go crazy on me when I get off. But you know what? If it ain't Houston, fuck them. Because I am all the hype, all the Texans. You know, they're trash. Last practice, blah blah blah. It's fuel. So I'm saying 45-17 blowout defensive game. Texans kill them.
Hey, bro. Hey, if that happens, I'm getting the tattoo, bro. I'm gonna get a
gonna get punt returns, pick returns, pick six, strip that focus. I know. Gonna work. You ain't saying this offense scoring 45 points. I know you're not saying that.
Matter of fact, I got a hot take. If we score 45, I'm gonna get my wife pregnant, and I can't much have no more kids.
You can never get CJ right. Yeah, look. like I said, you're right. The offense ain't scoring 45 points. I got Stingley taking one to the house for my hot take with 2 interceptions and 1 for a touchdown again. So
That was
let's
score last year, huh? Browns and Texans playoffs,
Yeah,
45-17.
it was 14. It was 45-14, wasn't it?
Yeah, 45-14.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
that happened. Yeah, we for sure
It,
going to the Super Bowl if that happens.
it can happen.
Jeez. If
look,
that bad that happened, I'm gonna shed a tear. Shoot,
yeah.
I'm gonna shed a tear.
Oh,
I'm with
bro.
you, Tino. If that happens, I'm getting a tattoo myself. Like,
Bro,
no,
It's,
you know,
it's the triple zeros, man. I'm waiting to
yeah.
triple.
All right, fellas. Well, this is the worst part because it's the end. Hopefully, we're talking about win come Saturday. But before then, why don't you tell everybody where we can find you on social media and what you got cooking? That way we can support you. I'll start off with you, Mr. Honcho. Tell them where you're at.
Facebook and Instagram. Hey, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna have me a Twitter for y'all boys real soon, man. So I know I had to get around to that, but for the time being, Facebook and Instagram and Huncho Johnny, man. I have next show we put up, I have a Twitter for you guys.
Bet. And then, Mr. Pat Fool, tell the guys or tell everybody where we can find you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Texans TTV. You see it right there. Also, you can get me on well, for the time being, on TikTok, Instagram, Patterfool. You can check me out on there. Got some new music out. Go check that out. So y'all tune in.
And don't let this man be humble to you. Some great stuff on Twitter. Make sure you check out his community, Texans
Appreciate it.
TV. So join that. Keno, let's hear you out. Where we find you out, brother?
y'all can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Here Ken Out. Instagram, Kenneth the Messenger. Y'all continue to support the Swarm video, man, and also me and Chris y'all gonna be performing at the Tejadas bar. So y'all pull up. We're gonna have a watch party again. Literally, like we did versus KC in the regular season. We're gonna do it again for the playoffs. We're gonna get turned up. So yeah, man, if y'all haven't, go look at Stresses page to get the information. And yeah, man, we're gonna turn up for sure before that game.
All right. And Crenshaw, we know you're gonna be busy trying to make another kid when Texas wins. So before that, why don't you tell them where they can find you at, brother?
Yeah, y'all can find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw everywhere. Like I say, support the page, support Pat, support everybody on here. Like Keno said, we're gonna perform at 3:20 before the game at Tejada's Brewery. Well, I said that goddamn word. Downtown. I don't know, second ward, first ward, what the fuck that is. So y'all pull up. Last time it was a movie. We had about 300-400 people at that motherfucker. So y'all pull up. We're gonna do our damn thing and get this dub. And I'm buying the first 5 shots.
Oh, okay. I might have to make a trip to Texas. All right, bro.
Yeah, y'all know the vibes, man. You follow me on all socials at Bo Diggity713, videos, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X, all that good stuff. And keep following the page, keep supporting. Y'all know the vibes.
Hey,
Let's
hold
get it
on.
done.
I got something to say. I got something to say. And Bo. Okay, bro. You gonna be okay come Sunday, bro?
Nah.
Cause that's fucked up. They doing a TikTok.
Yeah, you know what, man? Hey. It's been if they do shut it down, it's been a great journey. I'm adding more stuff to my Instagram, so just follow that. That's all I can say.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up, man. Okay,
Wherever
all right.
we'll get you some bow content wherever it is.
Yeah. I'm never going away. Platforms don't stop me.
He,
I'm
he,
there.
he- he's like a herpes you didn't want. You just can't get rid of him. You
Damn.
know.
Yeah, well, it's not to say that.
I'm like, damn.
But in a good way. In a good way, you know. All right, and you can find me, of course, at A1 Day One Texans. Y'all say prayers for me because I'll be here in T's country, rocking this Liberty white, still blue, battle red. You know, I had to listen to my old lady complain about the Texans whooping that ass on Sunday or Saturday. So make sure you say prayers, but also follow the page Texas Fan Battle everywhere. Like Keno says, we'll be jamming out the song "Swarm" to get ready for it. I'm gonna try to get with the traveling Texans to make sure they blast it there at Arrowhead. They get it out there. So till then, have a blessed week, and you'll if we win, you'll see us crying on screen on our live. But
Facts.
if we
If we
lose,
lose, you'll see us crown and scream on
we're not
live.
having a
Deep
recap.
right.
Until then, have a blessed week, and we'll see you next week.
I'ma calm down. Won't chop it up. There's an H-Town anthem, so we gotta slow it up.
This the best podcast known to man. We've been raw. You heard it here first from Keno and Fifth Ward Crenshaw.
All right.